Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Let us know you're here by commenting below, please. So I hope everyone had a good weekend, stayed safe, and had fun this weekend. I think we did okay. We didn't do much this
Planting a
week.
garden.
Planting a garden, yes. We've been working on the garden. So that was fun. Getting it ready to go. We'll be doing an investigation tonight and showing a couple of new things. So stick with us on that. We'll get to that here in a little while. Did some investigations this weekend and today too, by the way. So I'll talk about that later on. There we are.
Hello.
So yes, let us know you're here by commenting. Let me mute my phone. So I know there's gonna be a ton of notifications coming through. I'm gonna get the ghost detector app kind of moving a little bit. What you doing?
Turning your volume down.
You hit the other little button on there.
Bixby? Who's Bixby?
Bixby's a voice thing or something like that. I don't know. I don't use it. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Not sure anything about that. But so hopefully the notifications are going out. I was having some problems with
I
that
think
last
I
week
just
too.
got one.
Think yours is okay. So maybe it's just
Phone's
not going
charging.
through.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so we got the ghost detector app already going. If there's anything that pops up, we'll let you know as we go through the night. And let's see what else we're going to talk about. The Civil War series we're going to be doing soon. Looking forward to that. That's going to start up real soon. We'll be doing investigation in Civil War cemeteries and Civil War places that was around here in Western North Carolina. Don't know how many I'll hit, but I will specifically make a playlist for that.
Whoa.
Hey, player.
Everybody came in at once.
In.
Hello, player.
Hello, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
How's everyone? I think the chat thing is a little bit slow. Let me get over to the.
We be good. How's you doing, guys? Gerald, what do you mean by learning curves?
Learning curves. Let me get over to the. I'm gonna stop in a second. So I know that. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that helps a little bit. These chats are slow. Last week we were having problems trying to get Amy up here to be up on the live stream with us. I couldn't get the link to work, but I did get it to work tonight, so that was a positive.
Wait, before that, the computer wasn't working.
Wait, before that, the computer where you're on right now was not working. We had to use a laptop, which took me a little extra time to get going. So, yeah.
Oh, anything new?
Well, we got some new stuff we're gonna talk about tonight.
New. Yeah, it is new.
Yeah, new stuff.
One is new well, they're both kind of new to your channel, but one is new merchandise.
Yep, new merchandise just arrived today for investigation, so that's going to be cool. Looks like the StreamYards thing is working, so I want to cut that off and go back to the Ghost Detector app. Interesting things have come through the Ghost Detector app, which is pretty cool. Words I've never seen before. It makes me feel more like it's more and more legitimate. And I'm skeptic about anything I try. So this one's been okay. This has been pretty positive when it comes to getting some words to come through that make sense. And there's times that don't. I mean, there's times we get words through this app that doesn't make any sense to us, but may make a sense to, or make sense to the spirit. So, hey, G Paul, how's it going? But hopefully, the more we do these investigations, we're going to try different stuff and get answers all kinds of ways. And I'm looking forward to that. Hey, Lori and James, how are you all tonight? James, you going to be doing any car shows? Going to be anything coming up? I know quarantine's kind of messed that stuff up, but you had some good videos on those.
Hey, Lori. Hey, James. Jenny, sorry to hear about that. I hope you're feeling better.
Got some drink? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I have my phone.
Oh, you got yours? Okay.
It was charging.
Can you? Oh, you got the chat up. Good.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this thing's working up here, if it's getting there or what. It works. So,
Lori's listening.
Thank you.
Lori.
This for listening is great, Lori. We appreciate that. Really do. If I can find one. That's cool, James. I'm thinking about trying to, on the vlog, on the Facebook page we got, to start vlogging some things like car shows and Parkway and just different kinds of stuff for just regular vlogs. And what I want to do is just basically keep everything here paranormal. And if you want to see our vlogs, then it'll be on our Facebook page. And I believe I have that in the About section. If I don't, I can put it in the link. I need to put it in the About section if I don't.
What are you putting? I'm sorry.
The Facebook vlog page that we have.
Oh, okay.
So I want to do more videos on there. Maybe a little paranormal from time to time, but mostly just vlogs.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, Lynn and Seth, how y'all?
Be safe driving.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, we read that earlier today in the news.
Yep. Yeah, y'all can
Congratulations.
Hang out now. Oh, got the word mist popped up. Maybe there's a mist somewhere around here.
So Jenny's not moving, and Rob is now able to move
able
around
to move.
his state.
Jenny says, can't wait to see the Civil War series. Oh, I can't wait to start doing that. It's going to be so good. I mean, Marnie is looking for things in the area. She's been doing pretty good at finding cemeteries. Pritchard Park, which is not a cemetery.
Not just that. What I'm finding is our really neat facts.
Yeah, and
That's
facts.
The cool thing.
So we'll add the facts in. We'll do investigations. And like I say, I'll put it in the playlist and just make it its own playlist. I can't talk. And then you can just go and watch the whole thing. I don't know how many videos we'll do. We may do 3 or 4 or 5. I do 8 or 10. Who knows? But whatever we can do.
He's going to Joliet.
Oh, cool.
Illinois.
That'd be cool.
Well, we'll be excited for you too.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe. That's really close to Chicago. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know much about Chicago, but I'm pretty sure it's close to Chicago.
Well, one thing I do know is the Bears and the Cubs. And fix. Got the word fix coming through.
James says his problem is finding something nearby.
Yeah,
yeah, we're kind of like that too. If you mean things open.
Yeah, or something going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like right now, we still ain't got car shows going on right now. Usually we'd have ours going by now too.
Look at the car shows.
Oh, he does car show videos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moss. I got the word Moss. That could be
Mist and Moss.
Mist and Moss. It could be somebody's last name too. There's people last name Moss. Yeah. So
I mean, we can't even find a restaurant that we can go inside, and they are open with minimum capacity, but we can't even find that anymore, or yet, really. So today we were kind of stuck, and it was a good thing we were going to cemeteries doing videos.
We did cemeteries today, and
we have a funny story to tell you about one of the
We did
cemeteries.
geocaching today.
We did.
You found 1 out of 3 we looked for. Sometimes I think people just steal those things.
Do y'all know even what geocaching is?
Yeah.
Because we could be talking a foreign thing to some people.
I know James does.
So it's this really fun thing, and you go out on an adventure, and you might have clues, and you go find something, and when you find it, there might be nothing more than a piece of paper to sign your name on that you found it, but still you went through the hunt, or it might be something that you get a little prize.
Mhm.
So we did some geocaching today. It was totally outside, away from people, in our
Mhm.
car, just moving, and I did cardio.
I mean, car show, but
Come on, Rob.
Rob
do the
doing cardio to get our, you know, our bodies built up here, breathing heavy, working hard, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we
That's
did
cool.
we
That's
did
cool
that
though, Rob.
today. We did that today. That was part of our venture out today, was to do geocaching.
First time we were able to do some things in a while, and
Yeah, so my brother that Troy works for got to go back to school today, to his day program, and that was amazing. He had a great day. We had a great day out. We got a lot of things accomplished. We went to the grocery store together inside a store for the first time in 11 weeks. What does it say? Component.
Excuse me. Yeah, so we did some things, did some investigations and geocaching, and
well, we ran into this fella too.
Oh yeah,
we got to tell him about the fella.
We went to a
well, I think I ran into him.
Yeah, well,
you were videoing.
Yeah. So we were at the Mystery Cemetery, and if you go back and look on our videos, you'll see where I put in Mystery Cemetery in our heading. And so we went back there, and I'd already filmed at one cemetery, probably about 5-6 miles down the road or whatever. Is
a couple hours earlier.
Yeah. So we go to this cemetery, and we're filming, things going fine. You know, we're getting some words and, you know, things like that.
And I decided I was going to join you, get out of the car.
Marnie gets out.
And I said, hey, have you ever been to the end over here? Mm-hmm. This is where we ran into Tent City. Mm-hmm. You know, like a ton of tents where homeless people were living. Through the woods, there's a little path. We never went back there, and we didn't today. But we could see the path, and there was a big, huge stump. Stick kind of thing that had a chain. So anyway, we turn and we go back. We talk about the area that we were in near the path, near Tent City. We turn and come back, and I totally interrupted you, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I'm holding the whatever that
EMF
machine is, the
detector.
EMF detector. And I kind of turn out of the corner of my eye, see a man. And I only see him because he had that blue on, whatever blue he was wearing. Shirt, And I said, oh my God, you scared the crap out of me. And he has this stick, and he's doing a really interesting thing with a stick I've never seen anybody do. And what he's doing, he comes close to us, like too close, and he says, I'm blind, but he walked perfect through the woods and stuff.
Yeah, he was looking around. He had glasses on, and you know he was clear as day homeless. He was probably a little high or something, because he kept talking about how.
He started saying how he owned the cemetery.
Yeah, he said he owned the cemetery, and Jimmy Buffett and Warren Buffett owes him money, and Franklin Graham saved him from homelessness or something years ago. It was all these different
dropping
stories.
Names, big names. He was sick. He was really like a mentally sick person. So I ran over to Troy. I'm like, let's go now. And the video had already ended. Like we were already in the car. It was crazy.
It was different because I got one. So yeah, we were like getting down there, because I don't know, this guy was just really
wacky.
He was a little different, so you gotta be careful. See, that's the thing about going investigating places. You never know when you're going to come across something.
It was in the middle of the day, and he got a little close to our car. He got a little close to me, and I knew he could see. You just like, how could you not hit a car if you couldn't see? I don't know. He got just a little too close for comfort. And I've dealt plenty with homelessness.
So he walked away, and we drove away, and that was the end of that. And who knows what happened?
G-Paw, you changed your name? Did he change his name, or is that just me crazy right now?
Oh my Lord, G-Paw. Got the word escape come through.
Yeah, we were talking about leaving that place.
Yeah. So, oh Lord, G-Paw. Anyway.
Well, they're talking about the protesters.
But now it's out. See James talk about the geocaching. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I told Marnie, I don't know if we're going to film that today, because sometimes we have come across some geocaching and never find anything. And like we're like
But then
there,
other times,
near you.
other times we came across how people put like the little quarter machine toys in them. We've come across quarter machines.
So here's a cool story about the geocaching we did today. The first one and the only one we found. Marnie was out there. She said, "When I get close, this thing will go off." And she just kept walking around, walking around. I saw a tree stump. I was like, "It's in here."
Yeah,
it was just the end of that.
Don't go on your phones.
It was like I thought. Okay, I'm looking at this area, this little park area that it's in, and I'm like, it's a tree. It has something. The hint was tree or whatever. And
we were going to go back to the bank. There was one that it said money doesn't grow on trees, and it was in a bank's parking lot. A ton of trees and stuff, bushes. So I said we need to come back when this place is closed.
Well, that one at that park that I found, I was like, looking around, and like I say, one of the hints was trees, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't see anything in the trees. There's a tree stump. Let me go over here and look at it. Lo and behold, there's a thermos in there with the geocaching.
Yeah. Inside of the thermos
they didn't hide that one too well.
Was a film canister.
Yeah.
So Rob, I think what GPOT is meaning is that the rioters were not wearing. All of them were not wearing masks, and they were getting close, and there were a lot of them together. So all these people are talking about they need to go get a coronavirus test.
Yeah.
And it's not a joke. I think it's really serious.
Oh yeah, I mean look, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and you got people out here huddling up around each other, and the spread was going to explode now, I think, and God help us. God help us all.
It was just one where you sign your name, James. This one was, and it was really an easy one, and it was rated like a 2 out of 5. And I think the hardest part was it was in a park, so you had to find the specific tree.
Marnie didn't sign her name to that, but she went on the app. I got the name Kayla. And
I went on the app and logged in.
She went on the app, logged in, and said that she found it. So she did it that way. I guess I don't deal with the app part of it, so Marnie knows how all that works.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's an adventure because we hadn't done this in a couple of years, and there's times we found them pretty easy, and there's times we never seen anything, and the coordinates are right there, and it's right near where it should be, and I think people steal them sometimes. I think that happens, but whatever. But Marnie's going to try to plant one out here somewhere and do a geocaching.
Yeah, we've got to come up with a really cool one with clues.
So, but yeah, I've never we haven't filmed any, but
also, James, there's another app I don't know if you're aware of, and a friend of mine told me about it. It's called and I even looked this up in Google, and I looked it up on Reddit. So it's called Randonautica. Have you ever heard of it? Randonautica, yeah.
And what's that about?
And it puts people together and things and you're called a randonaut. Puts people and things together based on
bath. Based on your bath.
Based on all kinds, just neat stuff. Just I don't know. Yeah, like it's like quantum physics. It honestly does have to deal with quantum physics. So, yeah.
There's something there.
Is anybody else getting the white circle of death? Oh no, that was James.
Your phone's okay. It's not doing anything. So hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah, I've been watching. Yours is fine, so I don't know.
They opened everything here 2 weeks ago, and we're already went from 20 to 42 confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah, we did it here.
We did too. Yeah.
And I think what it is, and one thing I saw was, I think a fellow in Georgia took the test a few hours later, took a test. So the first time he took it, he was positive. A few hours later, he went to another place and took it, and it was negative. So, there's so many. Are there false positives out there? It could be. As far as cases go, the deaths are going up a little bit, here and there, and it's. I think what we saw today when we went out. Don't go over and play, please, Lee. Is some people had masks, some didn't. There's places around here that are. Our county is requiring it, but the towns and the counties are not really required.
Yeah, well, I'll say we went to Dollar Tree. Everybody
Mhm.
has Dollar Tree, so you know this. And I don't know what if it's like corporate policy now or what. But
It's their store.
they had a sign on the door, on every door, because they have those sliding doors, and it said, "You are required to wear a mask in here." So
Mhm.
we had ours down around our necks. We just pull them up. We're good.
Mhm.
We go in the store, and that we saw at least 3 or 4 people that did not have them, and it almost made me mad. Like,
Mhm.
it made me mad for the employees checking them out.
Well, they were
didn't have
employees not wearing masks too.
plexiglass. Oh, really? I didn't see
The guy
that.
checked me out. You went outside before I
Yeah.
did, so I checked out. So the guy checked me out was, I think, the manager of the store. He didn't even have a mask on.
See,
No saint.
what's the point if your own store manager is not going to be wearing it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's
People are safe, death-wise. Hospitals are saying people
Mhm.
died from coronavirus, and didn't,
that's
so
happening.
they can get aid from the state. Oh
Yeah,
wow,
that's
Yeah.
happening a lot. So they need to start looking at that too. I think. I think that what they're going to have to do is, I mean, if you get aid from the state and you're going to lie about how somebody died, I think it's just rotten. I think it's awful. It's just awful that you would do that. Leo, we're playing their ball.
No, it's not the cat.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Come on.
She's having, yeah, let them play.
No, they're not needing to be playing.
Okay.
It's like,
So yeah, we saw that in a few places. Like I say, some of the towns are not requiring it in our county. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I think it's good. I think it's good to be out and be around other people. It does help build your immune system to be out of the house, to exercise, or sitting around in a home can really, it can depress you for one. That can drop your immune system down. So there's a lot of things. So I think getting out is a good thing, and wearing your mask and 6 feet apart, you're good to go.
it is hypocritical, Jenny. I agree with you.
It is.
Well, here's another, and this is like almost case like a cigarette. Yeah, I would like to smoke one.
Cigarette.
Here's a thing that's almost like a case by case situation. We have this lab where you go and you get your they take your blood, and they test it for things. Well, I have twin brothers, and one of them lives here in my house, and one of them lives in a different city from us, and they both have to get the same lab done at the lab that I'm talking about. So we took Shannon that lives with us, and all 3 of us did not have masks. And Shannon is autistic. So putting a mask on him would be like trying to put a mask on, I don't know, a squirrel. He's like, nope, he'd pull it down every few seconds. No way. Anyway, we did it and we left. No problem.
That was before it was
and then we
required,
didn't even we didn't even think about it. We're like, we were in a hospital owned business and we did not have a mask on. So anyway, his caregiver calls me the other day and she was like, hey, did y'all have trouble? They're not going to do Sean's lab because he won't wear a mask. And so that was just weird too. I was like, man, can you explain the situation and see if they'll do it? So
it's like a case by case basis. I mean, there's people who can't wear a mask. That's attic. We don't even have one. But there used to be one in the old house that was here years ago. Attic. The one thing about the attic is the house that was here. I know. I don't know why it ain't showing up good. The house that was here years ago was my grandparents. Well, even before them, it was my great grandparents. But there was an attic in that old house. My mom kept having a dream. They were about to burn the house down and put a new home here. And so my mom kept having a dream about an attic. And so she sent my grandfather up to go see if there's anything in the attic. And he found an old picture of my great grandfather up there. And then after that, my mom no longer had dreams. So it was something telling her that you need to bring that picture down. That was the only thing that was up there. But I do get attic every now and then. So I don't know if that's much to do with it or not. But anyway, there you go. And I'm getting all kinds of stuff popping up over here. Notifications. Okay, so now we'll start getting into the new stuff. And first things first, I got this in the mail today. And you've seen me use a REM pod in the past. The REM pod's about, yay tall or so and has the antenna with the lights around it. And that thing is kind of hard to take just anywhere with you. I had to keep it in a box. The antenna stuck to it, so I'm afraid to break that. So I found something online, and it took me a couple of weeks to get it because they were out of stock, and it just kept getting out of stock. But I actually ordered it last week, and it's called a Para 4C. It's Rim Master is what it is. It's about that big. It's got the antenna. The antenna you can actually take off, so that way you don't have to worry about it breaking. And it works exactly like the REM pod, like that. And the spirits have to touch the antenna for it to go off. And this will be so much easier to, huh?
It's just more portable.
Yeah, it's more portable. It's going to be easy. I can toss it in the bag with no problem, and take it wherever we go. And I was hoping to get this over the weekend, but mail has been delayed because of coronavirus and stuff. So we got it, and we'll start using it to do some investigations in places and cemeteries and stuff. Like I say, that other REM pod is really cool, but it's so big, it's just hard to take it everywhere. And I'm looking, like I say, really forward to using this thing. And there's only one place that I've seen it has it, and it's called Ghost Hunters of St. Augustine, and they're from Florida, St. Augustine, Florida. And this is where I got it. It's just a little under $100, and works great. I've been tinkering around with it this evening, and I hadn't tried it for an investigation, but I have been, like I say, playing with the antenna to make sure it works good, and it works great. Huh?
The battery is longer lasting.
Yeah. The battery is a 9-volt, and I think it'll last a good while. I would probably recommend like the better 9-volt batteries if you got one. The ones that are not real cheap made, like the Energizer Duracell. I'm not sponsored by them, but it'd be great to have those sponsors. Skill, I can't even get that going. Skill, okay. So anyway, so there's that, and that's a new thing we got. And looking forward to putting that in several investigations upcoming.
I didn't know you were
And Marnie didn't get what she went in there for. Anyway. And we also got now a something we didn't plan on getting. So it's something we came across, and Marnie found it, and she'll tell you when she gets back here a little bit better about it. Our new doll that we got to investigate with. Again, it was not something, huh?
All the dolls have been mine to begin with.
Yeah, Marnie's come across from some way or another. But you want to talk to him about that one? I've got the logo.
Okay, why don't you put that down? They can't. It's hard to see.
Well, okay, all right.
What do you want?
You go ahead and tell them about. I don't know.
Take some Tylenol.
Take some Tylenol. Marnie getting a headache.
Okay, well.
Okay, we did an investigation over the weekend with her.
Yeah, we washed her clothes. She's over 60 years old.
Yep.
She's like a little wedding doll, and everything moves. She's got little flowers hanging here.
Eyes move. Legs
Her
move.
eyes even move. They're really, really heavy. I can't get them to go down good, but they do move.
Mm-hmm.
And she has little feet.
Mm-hmm.
Her legs move. You can see. Her head even moves. Everything still works great on her. And she has a little veil in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's enough of that.
So, and we got a name.
Yeah, we got a name.
What was the name we came up with?
The name
came
that
through. It came through this, by the
Yeah,
way.
we did a video, and nothing exciting happened other than the EMF detector did light up a couple of times.
Yeah.
And then we sat down after the video and talked to the ghost detector app, and the name that came up in the machine, we've never seen it come up before, but it was Alana, which to me is a very modern name. I wouldn't think a doll over that old would have that name.
But you never know.
Yeah, you never know what could be attached to her. Anyway, I looked the name up, and it means, What does it mean? I can't remember. Something child, like
Well, you meant love in, I think, German. I think it's what you said it was.
oh gosh, no, I'll have to look
Marnie
it up
had to
real
look it up.
quick.
But anyway, so that was kind of interesting video, and I'll try to get that edited and put up on YouTube here soon, so everybody can see it. Let me get off of this a second. Go back.
Precious child. That's the word I was looking for. Was
Oh, okay.
precious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really neat thing to have.
It was something like that. Yeah, and I was like, oh, okay. And anyway, I wanted to maybe work on a little bit of investigation with her tonight and see what we could do. Maybe get it to talk to us, hopefully. So we will see. Anyway, so there you go. There's
Yeah.
that.
If you guys have any questions for her,
Yeah, please
let
comment.
us know.
So like we said, it's over 60 years old, and we haven't been able to do a full-fledged investigation to find a lot of stuff. We spent about an hour with it the other night and let it sit on its own, and then did an investigation with it. So, all right, if there's any spirits attached to this doll, please come through this device in my right hand and speak through it, and we'll be able to read what you're wanting us to know.
Is this working properly?
Yeah, it's yeah. Things are, I don't know. The StreamYard thing has been so weird lately.
Yeah.
Got above. You can see, there you go. That's good.
We
Above.
have a lot above us.
Above. What do you mean above? Above us. Yeah. So we talked about attic earlier. Maybe something to do with that attic. I don't know.
3.
So what else? Can you give us a year you died? Do you know the year you died?
You're frozen. No, that's just this.
Oh. It'd be nice if we got something like a year that she died or something. That would be very helpful.
Is there a piece of paper?
Okay. Yeah, people. Name people.
Is there more than one?
Yeah, how many?
We're not sure anything's going to happen with her either. She might not.
You never know.
Yeah, she might not even be anything attached to her.
I feel like there's something there, but I'm not really sure exactly what it is.
Did you send?
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the thing? How do you? There we go.
We got people. But what is above? Is above? You talking about the attic? The spirits in here talking about attic? Because I mean, we got all kinds of spirits going on in here. We actually got Jane and Michael above us here. I don't know if that's what that means. That could mean the people above us be Jane and Michael. They're above our heads here. It's a good possibility that could be.
Mm-hmm. Could be above her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's above her. Yeah. Are you worried about the 2 dolls we have in here already? Do they bother you? Please let us know. Or the cat.
I need to go check on that.
Yeah, go check on the cat. Do you know you're dead? Do you know you're a dead spirit? Sydney. That's another name. Is there a spirit in here named Sydney that's attached to this doll too? If you are, please let me know by saying yes or no into this device. It keeps moving like it's wanting to say something, but then it kind of just starts to fall away.
Oh,
Huh?
you get 14 minutes without any message.
Hmm.
That's why I don't
Oh, no.
I think something's wrong.
Got the killer. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Killer.
But you can't keep doing this without anybody on it.
Got the word leading.
See if you see that.
Leading.
Are you on mute?
Okay, so I don't know what's. I'm having some issues on the StreamYard's app. If you can see this and it's not glitching or anything, please comment. Let me know. Because I'm having like issues on the computer end. I think I have to name Bryson. Anyway, so not really sure what's going on there with the StreamYard. So if you're seeing this, please comment so I know you're seeing this. It's lagging.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just now got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like lagging 3 times.
Okay.
3 different ones.
Okay. All right. So what I want to do is I want to stop and restart. I think I'm having some issues here. So hang tight, guys. I'm going to stop this stream and we'll start over.